Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Martha and I post videos kind of whenever I'm feeling like it. And today it is April 3rd and I haven't posted, I think since the end of February, so I've been really slacking. But right now we're in a national pandemic. Obviously, even if you're new here, you know that the coronavirus, COVID-19, is occurring. It's happening. I live in the United States. I live in New York, and it's big here. So I don't live near the city or anything. I live actually upstate, and it's still like scary. So in New York City, sorry, New York City is the epicenter right now. Well, like not right now, but like there's a ton of cases in New York City. Like they're fighting for supplies, they're fighting for masks, ventilators, gloves, like everything that they need. So it's definitely really scary, and we do have some cases near me in my county and counties over, towns over. But right now I've been self-isolating for 17 days now. So I've been in self-isolation or like quarantine, whatever we're calling this period of time, since Monday, March 16th. I worked on the 15th and I work at a Levi's store near my house. So my last shift was that Sunday. I worked like, did I work to close? No, I think I worked 1 to 5 that day or something like that, or 11 to 3, I don't remember. But we kind of knew that we'd most likely be closing just because as things like were ramping up, like every day, every week, there was a new thing before everyone went into quarantine. So that weekend, so Sunday was my last day of work. Saturday, I think they closed all the schools until April 19th around us. And right now, like, that hasn't changed, but it probably will, because like obviously if you're from the United States, you know that Trump told people to not leave their house unless you're an essential worker or like you need to go to the store until April 30th. So right now we're just kind of like day to day doing things. It's pretty like kind of scary. It's a little unnerving. It's a little like just very weird to me because I'm 21 years old. I am a recent college graduate. Like I was born, I was really young when 9/11 happened. Like that's the only really like tragedy, I guess you could say, that I was like alive during. I've never really like experienced anything like this, and it's scary. It's definitely like really scary. I can't see my grandparents, my grandmas that are both alive still. They're both self-isolating at their house by themselves. So each of them like just live alone, and they're by themselves. I can call them on the phone. I actually live down the street from one of my grandmas, and I go up to her window and like wave at her, and we'll talk a little bit through the window, but that's like all I can do, and it's really scary. It's scary, it's sad, it's just like, it's what has to be done, so it's what I'm doing. And I kind of didn't do that much of an intro to this video and kind of just like went right into my thoughts, but I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys kind of about how I'm reacting to the coronavirus. I've seen videos like this and I think it's kind of important, and gives some people like some hope, like watching other people's like scenarios or situations during this, because like one thing that has gotten me through this, as far as I have been 2 weeks of isolation and quarantine, I'm with my mom and my sister, so I do have people around me. I'm not totally alone, which has like definitely been helping. But I can also be alone when like I feel like being alone. I'll just go into my room. But another thing is like knowing that all my friends, college, high school, family members, anyone I know, for the most part, we're doing the same exact thing. We're all inside our houses. We're all going crazy. Slowly, we're all like, I want to see my friends. Like I've been with my family for 2 weeks and I haven't seen anyone. And so definitely like it's scary, but I have to kind of ground myself in the fact that everyone else is going through this too. It's not just me. It's not just my family. It's not like my friends that are all seniors in college, because I graduated a semester or a year early. It's their senior year and it got cut short. A lot of them aren't going to be graduating. They'll be graduating, but there's not going to be a ceremony. Also, all their classes got moved online for the most part. So I feel for them because last spring, a year ago, I was like, well, I don't want to say living it up at school, but I was having the time of my life, making my last memories with all my best friends. I got to walk across the stage at graduation. I got to do senior week stuff. I got to experience last April at school, the last time I can go in the library, and like just like random stuff that you would take for granted. Like you normally wouldn't be like, oh, I will miss, like, I don't know. You wouldn't normally like be like, oh my god, what, I don't care, I don't want to go to the library anymore. Like you would normally be like, oh, that doesn't matter. And then when it's taken away from you without a goodbye, it's like one day you're in school, like everything's fine, and they're like, okay, after spring break, you're not coming back. You're not going to see your friends. You can't come back on campus. I mean, if you have an off-campus apartment, you can live in your off-campus apartment, but a lot of my friends aren't. They're just coming home because like they want to be near their family and not be like alone, even if your roommates are still there. And like I understand that. I went to school 5 hours from home, so I probably would have come home too. But yeah, it's definitely like scary, and I just wanted to make this video to kind of like talk to you guys about what I'm feeling, and maybe like in the comments if you're feeling similar thoughts or whatever you're feeling, just know like you can comment them down below. I would love to like hear how you guys are coping with this, like what you're using as a coping mechanism. Some of my coping mechanisms have been going for walks. I try to walk once a day. Today I haven't gone on a walk yet, and it's like 3, but it's fine. It hasn't been that nice. I think I'm gonna go out in a little bit. And I've been walking my dog, so I'll try to go on 2 separate walks. Like the other day I went on 3 walks in a day because I get bored. And luckily I live right by like a huge lake, so I can just walk by the lake, and there are people out. That's like the only time I see people is when I'm walking, because we're not going to the grocery store anymore. We're either doing a pickup, so we drive to the grocery store, we don't get out of our car and they put the groceries in our car, or we just do the Instacart, like deliver to our house, just because we don't want to be near anyone else right now, which is really scary, and people need to be staying at home. I get people have to shop in the grocery stores, but you don't know like what germs. So we've been trying to utilize all our options for that, and when I am walking, I try to stay 6 feet apart from each other. We'll like zigzag where we're walking. We'll walk in the middle of the road if there's no traffic coming, kind of thing. It's bad, but just to get away from people, because you never know. And now they're saying that it can be spread by talking or breathing, and it's like, oh god, that's like, I need my physical activity. That's kind of what has been keeping me sane. I've also been reading a ton of books, and I love tracking my reading on Goodreads. I don't know if you guys heard of it, and I've just been using that. So I'll put in books I want to read, books I've read, leave reviews, and they have like a yearly reading challenge on there that I've been doing. At the start of this year I said I wanted to read 15, but I'm at like 11 now, so I will definitely surpass that with quarantine. But reading, I've been on Instagram way too much. I need to like limit my screen time. It's so hard. I watched a lot of Netflix. Just finished Love is Blind. Such a good, like, stupid show, but it's really good. So I kind of been just doing that. We've been playing cards with my family, and I've been FaceTiming and Zooming with my friends, which is like definitely one of my favorite things to do in this quarantine. If your friends are free, you should totally utilize this app, Zoom, which you probably all know what that is. Or FaceTime or whatever. You could do Snapchat video, whatever. But honestly, even like you don't have to do a video calling app, but you could just talk to someone on the phone. It definitely helps me. But seeing my friends' faces, and we'll do like a virtual happy hour. We'll do like, you can play Cards Against Humanity online through this website. And so we've been doing that, and it's just like really fun to like see each other's faces, and it's like you're in the same room but you're not, and you can just laugh and talk and catch up. So that's definitely really helped me. And just like playing games on my phone, like I re-downloaded Draw Something. It's really kind of stupid, but I play it with my dad and my sister, and it's like, it's just fun. You just like send little pictures, and they send picture back. You have to guess what the picture is, and it's just like little ways like that to use the technology we do have now to like utilize it and just make yourself feel a little better. I've also been cleaning a bunch. A room tour of this room will come soon because I'm not usually here. So this is kind of the first time I've ever filmed in my room at my mom's house, which is crazy. But I'm getting new curtains. I think Wednesday they're supposed to come in. So once everything's like finalized and like as pretty as it can be for the time being, I will do a room tour for you guys. But we've been cleaning a lot, rearranging. I used to have 2 beds in this room, but now I just have 1. I used to have like a single bed and then a double, and now I just have my double. So definitely doing that, switching furniture from downstairs, upstairs, kind of all of those things, just to really keep us busy and sane. But it does seem like one day I'm productive and the next day I'm not. It's just kind of like the waves of quarantine. I don't know if that's similar for anyone else. But I just wanted to pop on here and film a little video for you guys and just to like talk about my experience, because I don't know, I think it's very important in what we're in right now, because right now we don't know when this is going to end. I mean, in May we could be okay, but it could be June or it could be July. The whole thing is like hashtag stay home is really big right now. Because you're supposed to stay home to flatten the curve. We're trying to flatten the curve in New York. In the United States, it's the whole premise of why people are supposed to be staying home, is to flatten the curve, because right now, in the middle of April till like the beginning of May is when New York, from what I've heard, is supposed to get hit the hardest with this disease. So sadly, there's already 92,000 cases, which I think I touched on before, but it's just going to keep climbing, and a lot of people have been dying, and it's just very sad. So what we've been doing is just staying home, staying with the family, my family, like my mom and my sister. I'll like talk to my brother on the phone, I'll see him through his window, but like nothing like coming into actual contact, because first of all, we don't know who carries the disease, who can be asymptomatic and be a carrier. Like I could have it right now and I feel totally fine, and then my mom could get it and we could have had it, but we don't know. Like it's a very, just like, I think that's what's so unsettling about this pandemic, is not knowing if you have it. You can be asymptomatic and you don't show symptoms for like 10 to 15 days. It's kind of scary. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're flattening the curve. We're staying home and only coming into contact with the people that we're with. And if we do go outside and see people walking, we'll just kind of stay outside as of right now and do our physical activity, but just kind of stay away from people until we're told otherwise. So that's kind of what we've been doing, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I just think these are kind of helpful. I watched one yesterday, and it definitely like put my mind at ease, because I know it's not just me. There's other people that have to come home and stay home for an extended period of time, and it is like, it's not what it's cracked up to be. Trust me, it's not really cracked up to be anything. But my only, besides being able to go outside and like everyone is going through the same thing, it is getting warmer in New York. It's supposed to be 60 on Monday, so there is hope. There's hope, and we've heard this hasn't been proven yet, but it might stop spreading as fast with warmer weather. So that's what we're hoping. But I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. You can hit the subscribe button if you want to stay tuned for more videos. And thank you guys so much. Happy Friday, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!